It'll be warm.
I had to
not
adjust.
Too hot.
That's adjusting in the heat of the moment. That's adjusting in the heat of the moment.
In the heat of the moment.
And I'm crushing it.
I'm pretty broken up about Jay Cutler and Kristen Cavallari, to be honest.
Because they're broken up?
They're broken up in the heat of the moment.
I'm wearing a mask. I said earlier...
Looks better. It's an improvement.
That, I have a bit of a cold, a bit of a sore throat. That was a lie. No more Mr. Mustache.
Oh,
look at that! He's back, baby.
Get out of here.
Got him.
You really tricked me. I'm like, oh man, Justin's sick.
Yeah, you did. And I was like, oh man, I'm sitting next to
is
this
this
guy.
asshole really coming in here when he's fucking sick?
I know. That would be a huge dick move. Hey, I'm sick. I'm coming in anyway because this podcast means everything to me.
Yeah.
This is the only thing I got going for me.
I fully really thought you were sick.
No, just shaved it. And I look so much younger.
You do look a lot younger without it.
I got so used to myself with the mustache, and when I got rid of it, I was like, "Jeez."
Yeah, you got a baby face now.
It's worse than before. I feel like I look younger than before when I didn't have.
You de-aged.
Yeah, I went from looking like 25, and then my age with the mustache, and now 22 without the mustache.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 21, 22. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do look way younger without that. That's so funny.
I know.
Well,
I shaved it. I went to Aldi, bought some alcohol. Oh, Aldi, if you don't know, they have some award-winning wines. And for like $4.
Does Trader Joe's own Aldi, or does Aldi own Trader Joe's?
Neither. They're owned by brothers. So 2 brothers, one owns Trader Joe's, the other owns Aldi.
Okay.
Yeah. Aldi's headquarters, Batavia, Illinois. Something to think about.
Well, look at that.
But anyway, all of my years going at Aldi, they've never once carded me there.
Yeah, they don't care.
I think that they would care. They're pretty forward thinking, I feel like. Aldi's a great company.
I guess it depends on the clerk. Aldi.
We're not sponsored by them, but I'd love to be sponsored by Aldi.
Aldi, love to have you on the pod.
Yeah, I'll take any employee.
And that's the biggest grocery store chain in the world. Yeah?
Is it?
It's like, yeah, it's
I guess that
huge.
makes sense because it's in Europe.
Yeah,
as well.
it's big in Europe.
Yeah.
And I think the guys that started it are German. So
yeah.
I was never an Aldi guy. Always Jewel Osco all day, and now Mariano's in Chicago rocks.
But you don't live in Chicago.
I know. Ralph's is like, I don't like Ralph's really, but
Ralph's is trash.
yeah, it's
Aldi's where it's at because it's
like
cheap
it's
and it's
dingy.
quality.
I don't know where an Aldi even is out here. I couldn't tell you how to get to Alhambra right now.
It's not close to you. I'll tell you that. Anywho,
I would be lost if we had no cell phones without GPS. I would never have wouldn't have gotten anywhere out here.
do people not look at the signs anymore when they're on the highway?
No, I just
look at.
No, they don't.
I just wait for the lady to say,
Do you, Anthony?
"Turn left here."
I mean, not really. I never did though. I always like if it's a route that I travel often, I just memorize it and never use a GPS.
Yeah.
But then, yeah. I mean, I know most of the. You could drop me blindfolded in LA, and I could probably get back.
Yeah, I know LA
quickly.
so well.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd get so murdered if you dropped me in the middle of nowhere in LA. I would.
If I dropped you in Van Nuys, you wouldn't know how to get back.
I would probably be able to figure it out, but it'd take a while.
If I dropped you in Encino, Sherman Oaks.
Sure, maybe Sherman Oaks. I don't even know where Encino is. It north? I don't even know where Encino is.
If I dropped you off in Eagle Rock,
I could get back. I would have to find the highway, but I would have to find the right highway. I'd be screwed, I think.
the one thing I like about LA is there aren't like. I feel like there's not that many highways.
There's so many.
But I feel like there's only a few main ones that you take.
Yeah, there's like 3.
Yeah.
The 101, the 405, the 5, the 10,
And the 2.
and the 2.
Well, for me, I'm all about the 110.
Oh yeah.
Or the 110.
But yeah. Anyway.
Oh yeah, those highways. I don't even know. I know
That's
the
enough shop
I know the
talk.
405 goes to that airport. I know the 10 goes to Santa Monica.
Yeah.
101
The
goes.
10 goes
to
like all the way
Hollywood.
across America.
Is that Route 66? No.
Nope, that's the 10.
What is Route 66? What street is it? It is a street out here.
Yeah. In Pasadena, I know. Arroyo Parkway or something. That's also Route 66. It's like, and it says like one of America's oldest roads or something.
I like Pasadena.
Like
Pasadena's cool.
Pasadena rules, dude. I'd love to live there, but I'm too poor.
Huge old houses there, which is cool.
Yeah.
And old Pasadena, we were filming one time, and there was and I was looking at this house, like, I recognize this house. It was Miss Trunchbull's house in Matilda.
Oh.
I figured it out. But that was in old Pasadena. It's huge. The guy that lived there was
I would never. I've seen that movie like, once when I was a kid.
We'd always watch a great movie.
And that was it.
I don't know what happened to that girl. The Matilda girl. Was she the girl from Andre? No? Yeah.
The girl from what?
Andre? The movie with the seal?
Never watched it. She's the little girl from
and
Mrs.
Josh
Doubtfire.
Jackson? She is, yeah.
Yeah. Whatever happened to those kids?
COVID died.
All right. Let's get into our music reviews.
Let's get into music reviews. We've had better weeks.
Actually, I thought this was a pretty good week.
I thought it was an all right week.
Anthony's going to pull up his little spreadsheet. Let's first talk about...
Spreadsheet.
I should have looked up how to say this guy's name, but I'm just going to say it straight up. Serge Gainsbourg.
Don't even, honestly, it
Serge Gainsbourg.
Doesn't even need to be pronounced.
It's History of Melody Nelson, but, you got to say it French. So, how do you say history? How do you say...
Histoire de Melody.
Yeah.
Nelson.
Yeah. What'd you think?
I absolutely hated it.
Okay.
Wow.
Absolutely hated it. The fact that it was even on this list is just... It sounded like a French version of like if the Candlestick from Beauty and the Beast had his own musical.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
And I was not a fan.
Did you pick a favorite? I didn't.
No, because I hated them all equally.
So what would you give the album?
0. No one needs to listen.
0 out of 10. Okay.
0 out of 10.
Anthony?
I gave it a 93.
Oh my God.
I thought it was really cool. I thought it was beautifully arranged and composed, but it's literally just like a French guy talking over a record. So it was weird, but I liked how odd it was. It just sounded fucking cool to me. And like if you listen to the music, it's great. The bass in this record is out of this world. And the string arrangements, it comes together in this very unique way. And I think maybe it's just because I don't listen to a lot of French music. Maybe all French music fucking sounds like this.
Yeah.
But it was like something I'd never really heard before. And I appreciated that. I feel like it was very forward thinking.
Yeah, I actually will agree with you. Like just the sound of the music.
The music is phenomenal.
It had me right away, and then this guy starts speaking French, and I was out.
So
yeah.
I don't want those.
I know it's supposed to judge cohesively, but the music was so good I could forgive the weird French talking vocals.
Okay. So maybe people don't know this about me. I don't understand French, so I didn't enjoy listening to this album.
Yeah, no.
Here's the thing. Loved the music.
Yeah, the music.
Hated the vocals.
Yeah.
So I landed at a 5.5. One positive thing about all the albums this week, none of them were very long, which was nice.
Oh, which was great.
All short.
Yeah, all pretty short.
I'm going to be honest. I forgot we were doing reviews today, so I listened to like 3 records today while I was working.
Oh, all right. So they're fresh. They're fresh on your mind.
I listened to all these on Sunday, and this week went so slow. I don't know why, but just this past week felt like 2 weeks.
This whole COVID has felt like 2 years.
Yeah, it has.
It's been so slow.
But for me, particularly, this last week has...
So this week didn't seem that slow.
God, it took so long.
This was one of my quicker weeks, just so you guys know.
Also, just reading about the album, it's like, still to this day, people are like, this is one of the best albums of all time.
Who?
What?
Sergei Gainsbourg?
I think it's just Serge. Probably Serge, not Sergey. That's Russian.
Yeah, Sergey usually has an I at the end.
Yeah, you dolt.
Lightning dolt.
All right, let's go on to the Rolling Stones' Sticky Fingers.
I already really don't like the Rolling Stones, but I mean this album's all right.
What do you have against the Rolling Stones, Tom?
The whole Verve pipe. It wasn't the Verve pipe, was it? The whole Verve.
He doesn't even know why.
No, I know the Bittersweet Symphony thing. I think it's BS.
That's probably more so their lawyers.
Okay, but I think Mick Jagger could have stepped in and said, "Hey guys, let's not."
Personal bias aside,
I like Brown Sugar and Can't You Hear Me Knocking.
Yeah.
I gave it a 5.8 out of 10. I mean, it's the Rolling Stones. Like, it's nothing surprising. It's just them.
Okay. What was your
They're
favorite?
Fine. Brown. I don't know. Brown Sugar or Can You Hear Me Knocking? They're pretty even to me.
Okay. Anthony?
Gave it an 84. Solid as a rock. It's the Stones. Like, I mean, there are 3 or 4 like standout tracks, and the rest are just rock and roll, honky tonk, fucking classic Stones. So it's just it's a good record. It won't blow your mind.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. I never like listened to the Rolling Stones ever. I know like their hits. I know Paint It Black. And, probably a handful of other songs.
Honky Tonk Woman.
But listening to all of this, I'm like, whoa, this is really solid. I gave it a 9.4.
Wow.
I thought it was great. I thought there's maybe one song I'm like, eh. But my favorite was Dead Flowers.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Good tune. Okay. Next, Joni Mitchell, Blue.
I wish that Pave Paradise put up a parking lot.
That song sucks.
I wish it was on that album. But it wasn't. I mean, this album kind of was not my favorite. I gave it a 3.2 out of 10.
Okay.
Slightly better than Sergey. My favorite song was Carrie. Oh, also the song River.
Yeah.
So it's
Jingle Bells at the beginning.
Okay.
It is, yeah.
It's 100% Jingle Bells at the beginning. And in The Politician, we put it in, like, he sings in the first episode of The Politician. And I always wondered, who sings
Is
this?
The Politician a TV show that we're supposed to know?
Yeah, it's on a TV show on Netflix. And in the first episode, the main guy sings River.
Oh, really? I want to hear it now.
Yeah, and I always was like, who sings this song? And I never knew. And I always remembered that every time we would go over that scene, the piano would start off, and every time I was like, man, this song sounds like Jingle Bells.
Yeah.
But then it like almost
It's a Christmas
Jingle Bells,
song.
yeah.
No.
So then I heard the beginning of this. I was like, wait, that's really familiar. And then she started singing. I was like, oh, I get it. That's where that's from. No, I did not.
I looked it up because I'm like, why is this Christmas song randomly
actually a Christmas song?
Actually a Christmas song.
Really?
Yeah, it was a Christmas song.
She sings about Christmas several times. She says
Yeah.
Christmas in the song.
Yeah. And right in the
yeah.
beginning, she's talking about like wrapping presents or something like that. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a Christmas song. Also my favorite on the album, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, I enjoyed that song, and I enjoyed Carrie.
Okay.
But it was just like slow and like churchy seeming.
Okay. Anthony?
I give it a 6.8. I said not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Beautiful piano playing.
Yeah.
She's got an interesting voice, and the lyrics are. She's more of a storyteller.
Definitely.
Yeah, she's not going for big hooky choruses or anything like that. It's all. It's a narrative throughout the whole time, and it's a chore for me to listen to.
Yeah.
But I don't think this record was written for someone like me. I think it was written for like a middle-aged housewife.
Okay, yeah. Pretty much my thoughts. I listened to this album like 4 times, and every time I'm like, it didn't grow on me at all. I'm like,
Yeah.
if someone told me that this was their favorite album, I'd go, okay, I get it. It's not for me though.
Yeah.
I gave it a 6.2 because I thought the music was nice. I think she has a nice voice. I think
Exactly.
she writes good lyrics. I just can't get into it.
Same. 100%.
My favorite was River, the Christmas song. I also like Carrie.
Yeah,
I was going back between those and California as like,
that one was
the
good
3.
too.
Like, I'm not sure which one to pick.
I think that the Counting Crows should cover this album and see if it's better. Also,
it's not. If I was like in 1997 and a gay woman, I would probably love this album.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
but as a gay woman in 2020,
But as a gay woman in 2020, yeah, it just doesn't resonate with me like it would 25 years ago. So, yeah, 6.2 on Joni Mitchell's Blue for me. Let's go over to David Bowie. That's so many rhymes. Hunky Dory.
David Bowie rocks. Changes Rock is just a jam. Bonafide jam. Favorite song on the album. And Life on Mars, also a jam. I give it a 7.2. Pretty good. Not my favorite one this week, but
Okay.
I gave it the old 9.9.
ooh.
almost perfect. If he didn't put the Andy Warhol track on there, this
I
would be...
hate Andy Warhol.
Yeah.
Andy Warhol's all over the place.
Yeah, why?
He was so influential.
Because he was just...
He wrote that song to impress him. And I read that he played it for him live. And I guess Andy Warhol, his kind of trademark was no reaction.
Yeah.
So he didn't really have a reaction to it. And David Bowie thought, oh, he must not like it. But people just wanted to impress this guy.
Yeah, why? He wasn't. I feel he doesn't seem cool.
I think he seems cool.
And yeah, I mean, who was the girl? I can't think of her names. The girl that tried to shoot him and failed.
I have no idea.
Yeah, there was a whole thing about it. But yeah, no, Andy Warhol, he's just, I don't know.
All right, Anthony, continue.
But yeah, it's experiment. It's pushing. It's definitely pushed the envelope back in the day. He was experimenting in a ton of different ways with sounds and pulling from all different places. I just thought it was really good, really cool. And I had never I'd listened to Bowie a bunch, but not like, just the hits.
Right.
So it was nice hearing like the deeper cuts and how well written those still were. And yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way with David Bowie as I was with the Rolling Stones, where I know a lot of the hits, but never like really listen to the music. I thought it was great. I gave it a 9.5. My favorite was Changes. Yeah, overall, great album. Now let's do his last one, Ziggy Stardust.
This was my favorite album of the week. I gave this a 9.9.
Okay.
Ziggy Stardust is my favorite song on the album. That song is just a bona fide jam.
Yeah.
I was so good at that song at Guitar Hero. You should have seen me. Suffragette City.
Played it on like the easiest level.
Oh,
There's just three.
It's one
Yeah,
note
right.
every
I
5 seconds.
was on Expert.
Everyone's cheering for Tom. He's like 25 years old.
I was on Expert, and I got 100%.
I would love to see you do that now.
I bet I could bring it back. I bet I could do it again. I'd have to get into it.
If I gave you 5 days of practice,
100%.
3 days.
3 days, I could probably.
A half hour.
Freebird was real hard to get 100% on it. It's such a long song, and you would
Which
always,
Guitar Hero is this?
I think this was 2.
Which was the game with the bucket head one? Was that Rock Band or was that Guitar Hero?
Ooh, I think that was one of the Guitar Heroes.
Or Through the Fire and Flames?
That's Guitar Hero.
Okay.
Yeah,
For sure. They had all the Dragon Force, I think.
but yeah, Ziggy Stardust. Rocks.
And you give it a 9.9.
9.9. Yeah.
Okay.
Great album.
Why not 100
Because
or 10?
there are other albums I would rather listen to.
Okay.
It's not my favorite album ever, but David Bowie rocks.
All right, Anthony.
I gave this a 9.4, so slightly less than Hunky Dory. This is full-on theatrical rock and roll. It's like it's big, it's loud, it's almost over the top, and it's almost concept album-y, but not quite. But yeah, it's great. Tons of bangers.
Yeah,
Definitely worth a listen.
Yeah, I gave it a 10. My favorite was Moon Age Daydream. I thought that rocked.
that was one of mine.
I think I should check out more David Bowie. People say his last album that he released before he died was good.
Oh, it's great.
I didn't listen to it.
Black Star?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's really cool and weird.
Yeah, I did not listen to it. I never really listened to full albums. Like I always,
Especially older ones.
yeah, I never listen to full albums. Always just the songs that I like from them.
I listened to full albums when I was like growing up. Like if there was an artist out, like Taking Back Sunday, I like their music, so I listened to their full albums. But I never really did that with songs, that were 20 years before, just because you hear the hits on the radio.
Yeah, you already know.
Yeah. So, yeah, okay. Let's take a look at what we got going on next week. We have, I believe one is Nick Cave.
Nick Drake.
Oh, Nick Drake. Don't know who that is. Who's Nick Drake?
Drake's dad.
It looks like Nick Drake, Herbie Hancock, Roxy Music.
The Stooges.
The Stooges, Roxy Music, Herbie Hancock, and Joni Mitchell. Another Joni Mitchell? Is she that good? Maybe that parking lot song will be on there.
Hancock. Don't you mean Herbie Hancock?
Rest in peace, Chris Farley.
Yeah. Yeah, Joni Mitchell. Come on, I want to hear Pave Paradise.
What's the song called?
Big Yellow Taxi.
Oh yeah, Big Yellow Taxi. Definitely done better by Adam Duritz. And
Counting Crows.
was it Michelle Branch or was it Vanessa Carlton?
I would have said Vanessa Carlton if you didn't ask if it.
I think it's
could have been
Vanessa
Michelle
Carlton.
Branch.
I'm looking at a Big Yellow Taxi. Yeah, Vanessa Carlton.
Oh, what a jam! I'm pumped to listen to this next week. Is this on this album? Wow, Joni Mitchell sounds so much different. God, I don't like Serge Gainsbourg. Oh, like, also, if you're French,
it's not on this album.
if you're French, like, use more French words instead of History de Melody Nelson.
Are you retarded? That's written in French.
Yeah, okay, but it's not French. It's not like. It's not.
It's like
to say,
it's like
Sacre bleu.
hey,
Yeah,
Mexicans.
that's what
If
I
you
want.
want to say the word hospital, don't spell it like hospital, but pronounce it hospital.
No, that's cool. I just don't like Serge Gainsbourg.
I think you just don't like the French.
Mm-mm. That's correct. I do not.
Nah, me neither.
That is correct.
All right, so
They're pompous.
we got, what is this? Our third Predator video we're going to do.
This is number 3.
Mike Manzi's, who we're covering today. This is done by request. Keep in mind, people, we will be live next week. We'll be doing a live show. You know, let's come in, let's chat, let's have a good time.
5:30 Pacific.
Oh, we'll get that later. I'm just reminding the people now. Next week we'll be live. So this is Mike Manzi. I watched all these videos before. I don't remember
Yeah.
what this guy's thing. I remember he was bald. That's the only thing I remember. If you're bald, think about that.
That's right. Yeah.
People take that away. Oh, he was bald. Wear a hat.
It's only
If
gonna
you're gonna
make
have a
it.
bald head, cover it up. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Are
You're
you,
right.
you boys ready?
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
start.
hit that play button.
Stop me at.
Oh, I'm glad they decorated for the season. They put pumpkins out.
With a 13-year-old girl after texting her about getting stoned.
Pause.
But
Okay. This was before we.
Okay,
was
so
legal,
let's just real quick. He's 32. She's 13. He's texting her about getting stoned. I would love to see the text messages. I hope they show it, actually. You get
Oh,
high.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure Chris Hansen's got a whole pamphlet.
How do you talk to a 13-year-old? You talk to them like they're a kid?
Yeah. What do you say? Yeah. There's like yeah.
I don't know. Actually, I'm not interested in knowing. All right.
I mean, just take some notes.
Is about to go up in smoke.
Nice one, Chris.
You'll be shocked when you hear what Manzi does for a living.
Looking cool.
He's a
Teacher.
math tutor. You heard it right.
Tutor.
He teaches some of New York and Connecticut's wealthiest children how to solve complicated equations.
Pause.
But
I've got a complicated equation for you to solve.
What?
No, that's what he texted the 13-year-old.
Oh, okay. And she's going to be like, what does that mean?
Exactly.
That doesn't make any sense. Now, look, the guy's a pedophile. I get that. But, you know, I don't know why I'm even like trying to defend anything here. But why does it matter that he's a math tutor?
Because he has access to kids.
Right. But, you know, pedophiles are attracted to children. It almost reminds me of people saying, oh, that guy's gay? I hope he doesn't hit on me. Like he's going to be attracted to every other man because he's gay. This guy's probably not attracted to every child.
You think he's only trying to fuck hot kids?
Right, yeah. Let's see what these two T's, what do you call it? He tutored children. What are the tutored children called?
Two T's.
Two T's, yeah.
Is there a word for that? Let's see
toes.
what these two T's look like first before we judge my bald-headed
Yeah,
friend.
I mean,
Yeah, they could all be uggos.
Yeah. All right, play.
you might say Manji flunked basic arithmetic because 32 plus 13 adds up
Equals
to
jail.
trouble.
Oh God.
I wish he said
Online,
jail would have been way
how about
better.
Mike Thrilla. He's a
Mike
self-employed
Thrilla,
tutor
cool
with
name.
a bachelor's degree in mathematics from a small New York college.
He's scary
He's
to look at.
obsessed with
He is a
He says he
real
smokes
creepy guy.
marijuana often.
Smokes weed
This
often.
is the
Hothead.
steam
Okay, they're
house set
also,
up in
like,
Fairfield, Connecticut,
saying that to
upscale
demonize
town
him.
on Connecticut's
He smokes
Gold
weed
Coast, about
often.
50 miles
That's
from
why he's a
Manhattan.
pedophile.
The watchdog
All
group
pedophiles are
Tetrick Core is
potheads.
working with the Fairfield cops to bust adult men looking to spend time with 12 and 13-year-old children.
What about
Inside and
11?
Outside, we've set up more than a dozen hidden cameras, and in our virtual control room, Tetrid's operatives
Pause.
Look at that.
Go back to that lady.
and a dozen hidden cameras, and in our virtual control room.
Why is she wearing a bulletproof vest?
That says extreme armor on it.
I
She's
think-
behind a computer. Who's gonna shoot her?
I don't.
Gotta go catch predators. Better put on my bulletproof vest. Was it say extreme what?
Extreme armor.
Extreme.
Why would she wear a bulletproof vest? Do you think she wears that normally? Or do you think she's just doing it for this video?
She might wear it normally. You know, you can never be too safe.
It could be like part of the uniform. Just to like rationalize this, maybe she has to. It's like part of their insurance policy on the
I'm gonna go
production.
with she's a crazy nut job who wears bulletproof vest while she goes online.
Extreme Armor is one of their biggest sponsors too. So
Yeah.
That's a big logo on it. It's giving somebody a target.
Use the code pedophile for 10% off your next order. All right, start her up.
Tetrid's operatives are communicating with Manzi.
Any update on Mike?
She's still wearing it.
These are some of the texts the 32-year-old man.
Can we pause it? Can
what
we
do
read
they
these?
say?
I know, but my side looks like this. LOL, she replies.
Side profile.
Not tired, just I look like me and you look like you.
And then she sends a picture.
Yeah.
So
And
he's,
then-
he's not in English too.
And he goes, "What are we betting?" And she goes, I don't know. I want to think of something good since I'll win. Quite the incentive you have there. LOL, yep. What are you willing to bet? Whatever you can think of.
Oh God.
Well,
Here
you're
we
probably
go.
going to lose, so you should pick two. LOL, you know what I want, soulmate.
Soulmate.
Oh my God.
What? No, like, naturally, you know what I want since we're soulmates. Oh, ha 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 ha.
They have a really good connection. I can tell from these texts.
Oh.
They probably are.
Ha, ha, ha.
I can sense a spark. All right, play it.
Clear.
Yourself, Mike Thrilla, sent to our decoy, who
Did you smoke at all today?
Smoking and eating. I binge ate and watch movies all day. This guy sounds like a cool guy.
we thought was 13.
Did you blaze? You were my soulmate. Wow, you are so cute. You look way older, by the way.
But he also admits he shouldn't be talking to a 13-year-old.
They always
Well,
do.
you were cool and cute too. I just know I could get in trouble even talking to you, you know?
But Manzi continues texting. He later appears to become suspicious and asks the decoy to send a custom pic with his name on it.
That's
His
tough.
fears that the girl isn't real are apparently quashed. The date is set, and on a crisp autumn
So how
day,
do they do that?
Manzi
They just do it.
It looks like,
Who was the decoy?
honestly, that picture that was blurred out, it looked like just a neck down shot
Mhm.
with a name written on the upper chest.
So no face involved.
Yeah, it looked like that.
And he's thought, okay, yeah, that works for me.
Yeah.
All right. what
I
a-
mean, yeah, they're
what a
already
moron.
they're already in.
If I was him, I would have said, this doesn't add up.
Always making two.
I'm just trying to be on Chris Hansen's level. All right, go ahead.
arrives at the Sting House.
Wow, what a freak!
Yes, I did.
Classic decoy. She's good though.
No, it's alright. This is like weird. That's not.
But also,
yeah,
pause
she is
it.
good.
Are they using her picture by chance? Because
Probably.
there's no way that you see this person immediately and go, this is a different person. Like you have to immediately go, you're not her.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Oh well, yeah. I'm sure they use.
But if they use
but
her
then
picture,
why would they blur it out?
Exactly.
Yeah.
These guys are just.
What do they
so-
do? Did they Google
These guys are
13-year-old?
blinded by how horny they are.
Yeah, I think he honestly doesn't give a shit. The fact that a female answered the door
Yeah.
is he's more than in, regardless of who it is.
All right.
What a weirdo. God. If I'm one of these guys and I see a plate of desserts on the table, I know I'm about to be
Doesn't know
arrested.
Is that I am waiting for him right behind that curtain. Mike Manzi is a math tutor. a smart guy who suspected something seemed weird in our sting house.
Do you mind if I just look around?
Oh, no, for
You
you.
okay?
But he never calculated that I would be the one behind the curtain.
Uh-oh.
Chris, watch out. He might have a gun.
Chris is looking nervous.
Good.
Just sit right on that stool, please.
Sure. No, right here, sir. No,
Why are all these guys
Wait.
always so ready to sit down?
Because they're scared.
If I'm them and this guy walks in, I'm out of there. I'm not gonna stay and
If
hang.
you don't know who Chris Hansen is, you probably think that it's her dad.
Exactly why I would not want to stay. You've no reason to be there.
Well,
I would I mean, if I knew who Chris Hansen was, I would rather talk to him than the girl's dad.
but maybe at the same time, since he comes out and he's not immediately like
Maybe he just said
screaming
he's
and threatening to
tutoring.
beat you up, or he's just like,
Yeah,
you know, take a
he's
seat. Let's just
calm.
talk about this. Maybe the guy's like, all right, maybe I can talk my way out of this.
Yeah, he could say, "I'm here to tutor." I don't know what.
Yeah,
That's maybe that's.
he could say that. I'm here to tutor.
Yeah, that's probably why he
and
has
then-
that job
No,
as a
No.
pedo front.
I mean, I'll just put all my cards on the table. This guy was my tutor for like 5 years. One of the best. We called him Chrome Dome, and he always would give me a kiss on my forehead at the end of every session. Nothing but professionalism. All right, let's
That's
play it.
love right there.
Sit, please.
Okay.
I need to talk.
He's got attitude.
Okay.
Well, I'm here because I was slightly concerned.
Concerned about
Oh,
Oh,
the classic
She's talking to
concern.
people that are a lot younger, a lot older on the website.
Now, why are you so
come
concerned
on.
about?
Let's pause it.
you know that you see that stack of papers he's got in front of him. You know that's everything you said.
Yeah.
Why even
And
start
at
lying?
the same time, okay, let's say he was being legit. Let's say he wasn't a pedophile. Why would you show up at the house unannounced?
Yeah.
Young lady, stop talking to people like me. Have a good day. He just leaves.
Yeah,
like-
what?
You have to I feel like if you're a pedophile and you're going to go meet these children,
You gotta have a
to have a
plan.
good excuse
You
in the
got
back
to
of your
have a
mind.
plan. If I were him, I would go with the tutor route. Because
I would
already
knock
are
on
a
the door.
tutor.
The second that kid answers, I just say, "My car broke down up front. Mind if I use your phone?" I mean, that's pretty bad actually. Because why not just use a cell phone? Battery's dead.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. But you have to have something better than I'm concerned that she's talking to adults online, and that's why I'm here at your house unannounced.
Yeah, that's just a bad excuse.
He also already gave him attitude right away.
Yeah, okay,
Okay.
I'll sit. Yeah, the tutor thing for him
If you
would
really
be
want me
good.
to.
What else would be a good excuse for why a guy's at the house?
He's conducting a survey, and it's for teens only. No parents allowed. All right.
no girl.
Well, she's talking to other people that are obviously the same age as me.
And how old are you?
I'm 32.
You're 32.
Yes.
So you came over to make sure she was okay.
Well, I came over just to make sure that
Everything was fine.
everything was okay. I was not.
So you were going to search the house just now to make sure what?
Well,
Bad guys were here?
Well, I mean, I don't know. She could come. She could be here with a group of people, for all I know, and she obviously was. I mean, don't you think? Don't you think that would be like a safe idea?
What was today's lesson supposed to be?
This guy's short.
Yeah,
Today's lesson from
Today's lesson from you.
Today's lesson from
that's
me
what I'm
was
wondering.
to not, unfortunately, really worry about other people.
Now you're a tutor,
Concerned with-
correct? Mm-hmm. And who do you tutor?
I tutor our these agents.
He's gonna lose his
older
Puma
agents.
sponsorship.
What do you tutor?
Oh, instantly.
Mathematics.
Mathematics. What about
Math. Who calls it mathematics?
Tutors.
Well, I mean, it's not really something that I try to tutor.
Like he's got numbers on his shirt to prove he's a tutor.
That's true. Actually, he
Well,
does.
you're cool and cute too. I just know I could get in trouble even talking to you, you know.
Well, yes, of course, but look, may I please leave?
Not
I'm
just
not.
yet. Not
Okay.
just yet. I have some more questions for you.
Will I be able to leave after your question?
Did you blaze?
Wait,
Yes.
sir?
Yes.
Wait, are you asking me or are you reading stuff?
Yes. You can leave after I ask you a couple questions.
Are you sure? Are there police outside or anything?
I'll get to that in a minute.
Please.
Oh no, they're
Please just tell
they're
me,
in
'cause
the
I really can't
house.
help.
Yeah, they're in the garage, dude.
So what it looks like, Mike, is that you came here to smoke weed with a 13-year-old girl,
Yeah.
and then whatever was going to happen was going to happen.
Yeah, but that's not entirely what was going on.
Well.
Explain it to me.
I just told you I was coming here to make sure everything was okay.
Right.
It really wasn't that far. I wanted to make sure that there was no like obviously like
Oh,
she
what a
letting me in and
idiot.
there were not.
So you were just being a good Samaritan today.
Well, I was trying to a certain extent, but like, you know, I was coming here to make sure everything was okay.
To a certain
I deal-
extent.
I deal with kids
What?
all the time.
Right.
He said to a certain
Yeah.
extent.
Yeah.
So, what a terrible excuse. How do
Yeah.
you not think before, like, okay, if this is something I gotta say?
He wanted to make sure everything's okay, and then they can blaze, and then see what
Yeah,
happens
well,
from
well,
there.
He still didn't say what he was gonna tell her. Like, he's
No.
gonna sit her down and be like, listen,
Yeah, he's gonna lecture. her.
listen, young lady, talking
And
to
then they're
older
gonna
men
blaze.
online is not good because people like me can come over. You're lucky I'm just gonna give you a math exam today. That's his ideal age on his shirt.
He's
Square
gonna
root of -1.
he's gonna take off his Puma, and then reveal like this is your problem for the day. And if she gets it right, he takes it off. Kind of like a Billy Madison
Oh,
situation.
yeah.
All right, so it's learning.
Yeah, it's sexy learning.
I mean, you can't hate the tutoring. You know?
And I mean, look at the guy. He's obviously attractive.
He's a genuine person for sure.
He looks like. Does he have eyebrows?
Barely.
Yeah, he does. I think he shaves half of them off with the rest of his head.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He should have just wore a wig. That would have been.
Yeah, he should have wore
way
a wig
funnier.
so that you're unrecognizable. So if this goes ideally for him and everything that he wants happens, how awkward is it going to be if you're walking down the street and you see this kid again?
Most of these guys, from what I can tell, they live like 100 miles away.
Oh, they travel far.
Yeah.
So that
So-
doesn't
and that's
happen?
another reason to get them. Like, well, why would you drive 2 hours here just to tell her this? Something like that. you
Yeah.
know? All right. Anyway,
Being a good Samaritan.
Would you think that the parents of the kids you tutor would be comfortable with you coming to visit a 13-year-old girl after talking about smoking marijuana and hanging out?
Probably not. You're
Probably
right.
not.
You're right.
Now, you tutor kids.
Sir, may I ask you a question?
Yes, you may.
who are you?
First off, that is not completely true. Sorry,
I have a
uncomfortable.
couple more questions for you, though.
I really don't want to answer any more questions, and I feel.
Do you have marijuana with you?
No, I do not.
Is it in your car?
No, it is not.
Then why did you say you were going to come over here and play?
Oh, he's about to fight Chris
I smoke
Hansen.
cigarettes. They're in my car.
Again, you see how this looks.
I know how it looks, and I'm
A
sorry.
32-year-old guy who deals with kids all the time comes over to visit a 13-year-old girl who's alone after a discussion about smoking marijuana together.
Yeah, but Chris, the kids
Sir,
that tutor
I
are
understand
gross.
this. I'm sorry.
Right? Do you blaze? Did you blaze? Yes. You're my soulmate. You call a 13-year-old girl a soulmate?
We're just talking. Come on,
Come on,
please.
you're 32. You got nothing
Just
else to
because
do on Sunday?
the kid blazed.
Gonna watch football.
Yeah, here with a 13-year-old girl after you
Oh,
blazed.
now, oh God,
You see how this
Look,
looks.
I know how it looks. I'm very sorry.
it's all
May I please
downhill.
leave?
It's all downhill.
Math tutor
What's up with
Mike
those
Manzi's
shots?
number
Oh.
is up.
Back
He
in
thought he
from the
was going to
break.
spend the day smoking pot with a 13-year-old girl. Instead, he's spending it with me and the police.
There's something you need to know. There's something you need to know.
Please.
I'm Chris Hansen.
No, you're not.
Is that?
No, you're not.
Wait, so he knows who? Hold on, pause.
To Chris Hansen's face. No, you're not. You're not Chris
So
Hansen.
he. So what he.
Chris Hansen doesn't look as good as he used to.
But he just.
He's not 2006 Chris Hansen anymore.
But he is highly recognizable.
But he looks like Chris Hansen, and
2006
on top of that, he
Chris
sounds
Hansen.
like Chris Hansen.
Yeah,
No,
I mean, he only looks like Chris Hansen.
Right. And
I
he
bet-
was
I bet he
pretty
just
adamant.
knows-
No, you're not Chris
He
Hansen.
probably knows his name from his pedo meetups. They talk about him. Like he's maybe never seen him.
And
but he
him,
knows the name is not good.
but him saying you're not Chris Hansen, that hurts Chris's ego so much.
oh, for sure.
Yeah, yes, I am. No, you're not. Yes, I am, dude.
Do you want to see my ID right now?
Yeah. He actually pulls out a gun. Say my name, bitch.
I am.
Okay, you're Chris Hansen. All right, so is this guy going to try to run now? Now that all the cameras are out? Let's find out.
Let me go
I
over
love
it.
the cameraman
Sir,
coming in.
it'd be best if you went out this door.
No, because I'm gonna get arrested. I know what's gonna happen, sir.
Please,
I really
no.
Can't
Yeah.
afford to do this. I can't. I'm really not here for.
Well, then don't chat with children.
So then don't
online.
go meet up a 13-year-old kid.
I never thought this was gonna happen to me.
You hear Chris Hansen. I'm Chris Hansen. No, you're not.
I can't. I won't. Please. Can't go this way. Please.
This guy's like 5'5".
Guys,
He is tiny. He
Yeah.
looks, he's like,
this is horrible.
This is horrible.
There's only one way out.
This is the
To
worst day
garage.
ever.
Fairfield, Connecticut cops are waiting with a pair of handcuffs
Yeah.
with his name on them.
Is he gonna put up a fight right here, or is he gonna go down easy? Oh, he went down like a bitch.
this is really a great
Easy.
technique. Have him just trapped in the garage.
What's he saying?
No, just relax.
Please, I can't.
Manzi argues with the cops.
Oh
While he's
my
not
God.
resisting arrest, he sure isn't being overly cooperative. Listen closely. The cops tell Manzi they may have to pull out the taser.
Kneel down.
I'm gonna get what?
Oh, do it. Don't even warn
Get
him.
down. I'm gonna get
Oh,
down.
man, if I were
down.
these cops.
All right.
Yeah, you would. If you were a cop, you'd kill so
I would
many
be-
unarmed black teenagers.
No way. I would request to be on
Into the back
pedo
of the
duty.
unmarked car and hauled off to the police station.
He really
The
does
only
have a
numbers
math
this
equation
math
on his
tutor will
shirt.
be crunching today are how much his bail will be.
Oh, I would have tased him instantly.
Yes, Mike, we are. He takes off his jacket before posing for a mugshot. His
All right,
T-shirt.
what's
is
that
a
math equation? I don't know math well enough anymore.
It's a T-shirt.
E over C squared
What's c squared?
times the square root of -1.
It's
What's
like-
PV over?
E is
that's a percentage value.
E is
over-
energy, and C squared I think is the speed of light squared.
Well, and we know that E equals that, so that's gonna be 1.
All right, maybe Chris Hansen will tell us what it is.
T-shirt popular with graduates of MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. But he didn't go there. He got his degree from a small New York college.
Oh! Slammed!
Look, he bites his fingernail.
Slammed! He didn't go there.
He
He went to a small college. Loser.
And then he's fingerprinted before he decides to waive his right to remain silent and
Why?
speak to detectives.
So now that you've read all this and you understand it, you're willing to talk to me about, we can talk about what happened today?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I feel like this would be a
During the
better call
interrogation
for
with the
him.
detective, Manzi fidgets a lot. He lets out a big sigh, but it's understandable. He's on the hot seat in the ice-cold interrogation room.
I do. I understand the age difference. I
And
do.
it's important that you understand that.
I do. I do. I understand the age difference. And
Pause.
And
Oh, he's a math
What if
tutor.
you just say, like, I don't understand the age difference? I feel like if you just go, I don't know why I did this, I don't know that it's wrong to do this, you're going to get off so much easier. Right?
Just pretend like you're.
I don't know about
clinically-
that.
Like you're like actually.
pretend like
can't
you're an
grasp-
idiot.
Yeah.
Maybe you get sent to a mental institution for a year. You know? And then you can be the
Maybe.
king of the other people in the mental
Oh,
institution.
you would dominate the mental institute.
Right.
And I mean, ideally for him, it'd be like
Dominate mental
It'd be
illness.
ones with kids in it.
Well, why would he be sent to one with kids in it?
I don't know. Maybe
You think about kids a lot. I'm actually worried about you.
You don't have to worry about it. I had nothing really to say there.
No, but I do wonder if you just play stupid the entire time, because when it comes down to it, he did not do anything with a child. So maybe
Yeah.
he just is sent to, like, maybe he gets 6 months probation or something like that. When this is over, let's look up,
Yeah.
what happened to him.
Well, clearly but they have everything that he said before, so he knows.
Right.
He clearly knows that it's wrong. He said it.
Oh yeah, he did say that.
Yeah.
You just have to go balls out from the beginning. Like, this is normal to me. This is what I want. This is how society should be.
Yeah.
Anyway, did you blaze?
Be a sovereign citizen. Like these are his rules.
All right, let's play it.
And that's why I really was not intending on doing anything with this girl.
What'd you think when she said she was 13?
I just I
thought
I really
Giga.
felt like
Cha-ching?
there was
Like,
definitely
all right.
position that she put herself in that wasn't going to be a good one.
Yeah.
And she said that her mother was coming home today
Right.
until about 6 o'clock. So I was gonna go there.
So
I was gonna go hang out. And
Until
if her mother ended
5:59.
up, coming in, I would have explained to her what was going on. But
that makes sense.
Besides that,
you're free to go.
That's all.
Were you guys gonna go out to eat or anything? I know you guys talk about food a lot in here.
We did talk a lot about food, but we didn't.
I was getting hungry kind of. Actually,
I wasn't
read
sure.
the text.
I have no idea of
All
what
right.
was,
You guys talk about weed a lot. You guys
Yeah, we
smoke.
spoke about that a little bit. Yeah.
Was the plan to smoke and eat?
I mean, I was planning on trying to just like I said, being there, making sure things were okay. I would have.
So he
definitely
just
sat down
wanted to
and ate. I
babysit.
would have hung out.
The whole things were
but
okay.
That's pretty much it.
All right.
The detectives ask him about a text exchange with Tetrid's decoy when he called who he
You're my
thought was a
soulmate.
13-year-old girl his soulmate.
I'm going to do some yoga later, LOL.
How's your downward dog?
You said it.
No, we don't. But you can.
How's your downward dog?
Well, okay, yeah, but that's a yoga move. Still,
Pause.
but-
I mean,
he is right. It is a yoga move.
yeah, but how does that yoga move look?
I can't even picture what.
Do you know? That's the one where you got like your ass in the air, and you're on all fours, ass in the air.
yeah.
And he's asking a 13-year-old. There we go.
Yeah, oh,
How's
yeah.
your downward dog?
Well, maybe that's just his favorite yoga move.
No.
Innocently enough.
Why are you defending pedophiles?
I think he was going there to do a good deed, to make sure everything was okay. Like he says that like things weren't okay, like she was like in danger.
Adho mukha svasvasvana.
Yeah,
No.
downward dog, way easier to say.
Yeah. All right, play it.
It is, but
yeah.
like, come on.
I mean,
I'm
I
a guy.
understand.
You're a guy.
I
I
understand.
get it.
I'm a guy, you're a guy. We always talk about these
13-year-old
yoga
girl,
positions.
He's being good
into
cop.
some sort of danger. A 13-year-old who can't make those decisions and judgments on their own because of their age, and that's why they have the law.
Because
Pause it.
Manzi never
I mean, you can make your own decisions at 13. I wasn't a complete moron at 13. I knew what was right and wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that argument that they can't make these decisions. They definitely can.
I think a lot of 13-year-olds like can't though. Like a 13-year-old that would talk to, because this has clearly worked for people before.
Yeah.
Talking to people online.
Yeah, kids are stupid.
And that, yeah.
I was
They
stupid.
are.
I wasn't this dumb.
Yeah.
I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I was nowhere near
Yeah.
this dumb.
Like talking to people online, like no, I didn't even like.
Also, no, okay, Mike, he's ugly, right? If you're a 13-year-old girl, don't you want at least a handsome guy? Don't you want some like buff 25-year-old?
Oh yeah,
Not a 32-year-old bald tutor.
he's just gonna be make you doing homework all the time. Like,
All right, play it.
never sent any sexual texts, he was charged only with one
Oh.
felony,
Here we
criminal
go.
attempt to commit risk of injury to a minor. He pleaded guilty and got a suspended sentence of 3 years and was placed on probation.
Do you think he was up to more than just
so
sharing
he went
a
to
joint?
jail for 3 years.
No.
I don't know.
What does that mean?
You know,
I don't believe
it's
so.
hard to say, but
Can we look up what
That's
a
an
suspended
example of
sentence
somebody
means?
Yeah.
I feel like he's not going to jail for that.
They should.
It is interesting that in all of this, he never sent any like dick pics or anything.
Yeah, he really didn't. The most scandalous thing he said was, "How's your downward dog?" And the weird
no,
thing
the
was the
soulmate.
soulmate. I mean, that's just weird.
Yeah.
I don't think it's scandalous.
And it sounds like he didn't ask for any like nudes or anything. He never sent anything unsolicited. This isn't a weird one.
I mean, he knows the risk.
He knows the risk. Maybe that was it. Maybe he knows that there is a chance he could get caught.
Yeah.
So he's
So-
gonna play it as safe as possible.
I mean, yeah, that's the way to go. If you're pedoing,
So I don't think he went there to bone her, actually. I think he went there, like, let's say it was a 13-year-old girl. I think he went there to probably smoke and eat food and then just see if she was
test
feeling
out the
it.
waters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anthony, do
could
we have
see-
a verdict on what a
I could
suspended
see,
sentence
I could
is?
see that happening. They gotta up these laws though. Like even if they didn't do anything, their intent to hang out with a 13-year-old.
As in, can you...
As an alternative
Yeah.
to imprisonment, a judge can suspend a prison or jail sentence.
Mm-hmm.
This is typically used in cases involving less serious crimes or for first-time offenders. And there are several different kinds. First, a judge can either suspend a sentence before the sentence is imposed or before it is executed.
Okay, so he didn't go to jail.
I don't think he ever went to jail. I think he just went straight to parole or whatever.
Oh, so does it mean
Yeah,
like
he was on probation.
so if he violated the probation,
It's probably
then
one
he
of
would've
those.
gone to
You know,
jail
even
for
if he
3
gets like
years?
a speeding ticket or something, he's gonna go to jail.
Yeah.
So he got off easy.
They gotta up these laws though. I think that if you go to meet a 13-year-old under these circumstances, you should go to jail for 3 years. People would be much more scared. Like, I'm sure these guys know they're not gonna go to jail. They're not going to jail.
They shouldn't go to jail. They should go to rehab.
In jail.
No, not in jail. How is jail gonna help them? You know?
It's maybe not help them, but it'll help the 13-year-old potentially that they're gonna corrupt.
How would that help a 13-year-old if
Well,
the guy
because
went to
they're in
jail,
jail.
Or if he went to
Get
rehab?
them off the streets. Get them off the web.
But I mean, the only one that probably responded to him was fake.
Was the cop?
Right.
So
That's true.
Yeah,
you're not protecting any actual 13-year-olds because they don't act.
I wonder if
Yeah.
these companies are allowed to initiate the conversations, or if they have to let them contact them first.
Well, I think it'd be hard to initiate because
No,
you just-
because if you're a 13-year-old girl, you can just say, "Hey,
You just post your profile. Yeah.
oh yeah, well how did they get in touch even? Because this was texting. The old one was.
I think
room.
it's like WhatsApp or something like that."
Yeah. Probably found on some message board.
Yeah,
Or something, and then they.
So
connected on an
initiating would be tough because then you'd have to
or
just
Kick.
randomly message everybody until you got a hit.
But I'm saying that there's probably separate chat rooms with smaller amounts of people,
Yeah.
and maybe there's ones that pedos hang out in more than others.
Pedo Central.
Yeah, that's the chat room called Pedo Central,
Yeah.
a place to chat freely about your love of children. All right,
With
let's,
no judgment passed.
Is the video done? Oh, it's almost done. So it's got 30 seconds left.
All right.
We got to hear what this McNamara's guy's got to say.
What was this guy's first name?
Look at the
Real quick.
look at the quote on top.
I'm Chris Hansen. No, you're not. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Can we scroll back 2 seconds to find?
Oh, I mean,
Gary McNamara.
Gary McNamara.
Wasn't that the guy's name at Syracuse with Carmelo Anthony? Or is that Jerry McNamara?
You're 100% right.
The white guy.
100%
He drained
right.
threes.
And now he's the chief of police in Connecticut.
He aged horribly.
Yeah, he looks way older.
I gotta look that up real quick. I'm pretty sure that was his name, Jerry McNamara.
Yeah, definitely Jerry McNamara. Gary didn't sound
Gerry.
Ah, close.
Is that Gary? Or
No,
is
it's Jerry.
No, definitely Jerry.
Stupid. All right, go ahead.
it's hard to say, but that's an example of somebody that we entrust to make our kids and child's lives better. You know, it happens all the time. We have baseball coaches, we have tutors, we have piano teachers, gymnasts. We have all these people that interact with our children, and we hope that they're guiding them in the right way. This is an example of somebody that certainly was inappropriate and guiding that child in a different way. But clearly his behavior is inappropriate.
Manzi dodged a big bullet. You might say the teacher learned the lesson today. Don't contact underage
Jesus
children.
Christ, dude. How do I write for one of Chris Hansen's things?
That's what I was thinking. I'm like,
For real?
whoever
My
writes this is it's so bad.
It's probably Chris himself. He's working with no budget.
That when he was college shaming
Also,
the
that
guy.
cop just said like nothing at all.
Yeah,
like-
yeah, it's just to have a cop there.
Yeah, exactly.
He said
You know the guy, he shouldn't have done it. Thanks, Chief.
He's a tutor. Tutors shouldn't try to molest kids.
Well, that was Mike Manzi.
Mike Manzi,
in a couple
legend.
weeks.
I don't think
Guys, leave in the comments who you want us to cover next.
who you want us to talk about next? These guys are freak shows. You think that guy's still a tutor?
Yes.
What would you do? Would you change your name? I mean, I would grow my hair back out if I were him.
What if that was his suspended sentence? He had to tutor prison inmates in the jail.
That would be no fun.
I like that. I think that
Is
would
that
actually
fair?
be a good sentence. Yeah. Except those prison guys, they would not want to learn and they would shank him.
which would be perfect. I'm just going over to see if everything's okay.
I feel like
I hate that excuse so much.
I feel like you think that these pedos are like they deserve death sentence.
Yes.
Whereas I think they deserve rehabilitation.
Yeah, it's not like their fault that something happened in their life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how many of these pedos have had something happen to them when they were kids.
I was actually gonna say I want to know his back. I want to know like where he's from, what happened to him. Like,
yeah, because something definitely happened to him. You can see it in his eyes.
yeah,
He's got those crazy eyes. But yeah, all right, that was fun.
He's probably a trustworthy tutor now, though. I mean, I don't think he's gonna do it again. I think he got scared straight.
You got scared straight.
Yeah.
I got nothing after that. I forgot to do a quick rip in peace to Jerry Stiller last week. We didn't mention that.
Jerry Stiller, Jerry Sloan,
and Fred Willard too, dude.
Yeah,
man,
real good comedy people.
And I found out like days later. Little Richard died too.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
At least these people were old.
Yeah.
You know, Jerry Sloan wasn't very old. He's only in the 70s.
74, I think.
Yeah. I thought he was way older.
Also, weird timing for him to die, with the whole Jordan doc out and like.
Is that weird timing? It's not like he had anything. Yeah, he coached the Jazz, sure.
Yeah.
Chicago Bull legend. His number's retired. But yeah, rip to him too.
Yeah, there's just people.
Also,
dying.
they said the other day too. I forget. Somebody who played on the Jazz said like he's not doing well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like he's going to die soon. I didn't think he was going to be this quick. But yeah, he had cancer.
Right. Who? The guy, the Fountain, was it Fountains of Wayne? Stacy's mom singer?
He wasn't the singer. He was the bassist.
Wasn't the singer?
Adam Schlesinger. Yeah, he wasn't the singer. And we already talked about that too.
I know. But I'm just thinking of all the people that... Kobe?
Yeah, he a helicopter crash. He wasn't Corona related.
He could have been drinking a Corona on the helicopter. He wasn't driving.
I doubt he was drinking with these other parents and their children there. He just by himself drinking.
Drinking one Corona.
I think they're saying that there's going to be a Kobe documentary now, too, because they followed him around his last season.
Yeah, well, we're not going to get sports forever, so why not?
No, aren't they bringing baseball back this year? They're going to play in Arizona.
That's what they're saying.
You want to go see a game? Little road trip?
I don't think their fans are allowed.
No, we'll bust down. We'll say we're reporters.
No fans, but the vendors have to show up to work.
That would be the best day work ever.
Just walking up and down the empty seats. Get your peanuts.
There was this one guy.
Like, shut up.
When I went to, what was the Red Stadium? What would that used to be called?
The Reds?
Yeah. Now it's Great American Ballpark.
Was it a bank or something? No.
Before that, I want to say it was like, I want to say Synergy, but I don't think it was that either. Anthony, can we look that up?
What's Citizens Bank? Is that Philly?
No. Citizens Bank? Oh, yeah, that is.
Yeah.
PNC Bank is Pittsburgh.
Yeah. That's a cool stadium. It's right on the river.
I know. I want to go. The Reds. What did they used to be called? That stadium.
History.
Wanna swing.
Just look up Great
Heritage
American
Bank Center?
No. Look up Great American Ballpark. Oh, there it is. The original address of Great American Ballpark was... Nothing?
Crosley Field? No.
No, that's not it either. Can you just type in Synergy, maybe? Maybe that will come up.
I'm just going to look it up.
Why do I feel like it was that?
Yeah,
but anyway, I was there.
There's got to be like a list. How is there just not like a list of the names that it had? It's annoying.
And they had this one vendor constantly screaming Gatorade. You could hear him from across the stadium. It was insane.
The Cubs have the Yo Souvenir Man guy. He is so loud.
Cubs have some legends there too.
It was Synergy. Cinergy.
From what year to what year?
96 to 2002.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's when I was there. And the Cubs beat the Reds on whatever game I was there, and we were leaving the stadium. And there was this really drunk, like, redneck guy. My brother, who was probably, I don't know, 7 or 8 at the time, was like cheering. And this old dude was just like, wait till tomorrow, like hammered drunk, and we're just like, what? Why? First of all, why are you listening to our conversation? And second of all, what's wrong with you? Why do you talk like that?
Was it Mike Manzi?
It wasn't Mike Manzi. Why would you think it was Mike Manzi?
Because he talks to kids.
No, he talks to teenagers. This is a little,
a little bit younger, yeah.
Yeah.
Out of his age range.
Also, I don't think Mike Manzi's from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yeah, but he travels
Have
far.
you ever been to Ohio?
He travels far. I know I have. I don't know when or why. When I was way younger, I did, so I don't really remember it.
Anthony, have you been to Ohio?
I hate
Yes,
Ohio
I have.
State.
I've been to Ohio.
Where in Ohio?
Yeah, wherever Ohio State is. What town is that in?
Columbus.
Columbus, yeah.
I hate Ohio State.
It's like the opposite end of Cincinnati.
I played in a basement there.
Oh, okay.
With some punk bands, and then we.
Was it a good time?
Actually, yeah, I had a great time in Ohio. It was really fun, but we were playing with cool dudes that we had met before. But
did you have Skyline Chili?
Fuck, I don't remember if I had chili.
I don't know if that's like a strict Ohio thing. Have we talked about this before?
I don't know. I rarely talk about Ohio.
It's called Skyline Chili, and they definitely have it in Southwest Ohio, but it's like spaghetti with chili on top, like ground beef and oyster crackers, and topped with like a bunch of shredded cheese.
That actually sounds great.
That sounds awesome.
It's delicious. And now I got to look up.
That sounds perfect for a little tailgate,
Yeah, the only thing I remember from Ohio was there was like a bum on the street, but he was like one of those friendly bums that would like, a
jolly bum.
Yeah, it would like give you a tour if you asked him, or like, but his thing was, he was like, oh yeah, let me rap to you.
I love the idea of people visiting, asking a bum for a tour of the town.
Yeah.
Mind showing us around?
But no, he rapped to us, and it was actually pretty funny and pretty good. So I gave him some money. He was a nice guy.
That's cool.
That's what I vaguely remember about Ohio. That and a dirty basement.
Skyline Chili is in Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, and Florida.
Damn. Spreading out.
That's it. In Florida, there's only 6 locations. Yeah, we need one out here.
I mean, that sounds great.
Anyone want to give me some money so I can open up my own place?
Take out a loan, dude.
Skyline Chili.
Can I take out a loan right now? Is that doable?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you could get
I'm
one.
trying to Anna wants to move so badly. And I don't want to move because we have it so good.
Yeah.
When we
where are you looking? Or where would she want to move?
More north of where we're at.
Like
so
Burbank-ish?
No. Isn't
that north? Yeah.
I mean that's northwest.
So just straight north?
But anyway, when we moved into this place 4 years ago, it was $1,600 for, 1 bedroom. And that was like a little bit, like, especially for the location, kind of pricey.
Yeah.
And now 4 years later, it's still $1,600 because he hasn't raised the rent at all. And now it's like a steal because we get our own parking, we get a washer and dryer, we don't pay for any utilities.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah. So we found like this awesome place, but it was like $1,900 in Altadena. But and it was like much bigger. It had a bar in the back, which is so cool, and it has a garage as well.
Oh,
and like $1,900, not bad, but no fridge, no washer and dryer. It's like, do I really want to go to a place and spend an extra like $600 on this stuff?
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to find a washer dryer. Fridges usually just come.
That's why I don't ever want to leave this place that I'm in.
Washer dryer is gonna be tough.
I can't live in a place. And I mean, look, I am the opposite of an elitist, but I am an elitist when it comes to this. I have to live in a place with a washer and dryer. I've always had one.
Does it have hookups for it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It has hookups, but I'd have to buy a washer and dryer.
That's just a one-time purchase.
Yeah, and then you have.
Yeah, but you
forever.
also want to buy something nice.
Yeah.
I don't have the money to buy a nice washer and dryer and a nice fridge on top of it. Fridges are expensive. Even used fridges are still like $300, $400 for a decent one.
I've actually never looked at the fridge market.
Did your place come with a fridge?
Yeah.
Anthony, did your place come with a fridge?
Yeah, actually. Our fridge sucks.
Yeah, that's an old fridge, right?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah. But anyway, so.
Appliance shopping.
That's my update, not moving.
Great update.
All right, so yeah, next week we'll be live. We'll post about it on our social medias, our respective social medias. Maybe Anthony will post about it too.
Yeah.
I might.
He might. We got to beg him.
Yeah,
But yeah, we'll just we'll have a nice little back and forth. We'll
come hang out with
an
us.
interactive chat. It'll be nice and it'll be good. And it'll be a nice way to end the week.
It'll be a great change from the quarantine.
Yeah. The first one we did was during quarantine, wasn't it?
It was right. It was
right when it
like
started.
Right when it started. Yeah.
Yeah. So that will be episode 30. We're doing it every 10 episodes, and on our 100th episode, I will publicly execute Tom on the broadcast
with a
samurai
saw.
sword or a saw.
Yeah.
We haven't decided yet, but he will be dead.
Sound off in the comments below what you want to see Justin kill Tom with.
Yeah. I'll put up a poll. How do you want to see Tom killed? You know what? We'd get a lot of views on that, though.
Yeah.
Live execution?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Millions.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be alive to reap the benefits of the views.
Your estate would get it, though.
Yeah. The Tom Kelly. I'm going to set up a Tom Kelly trust fund.
The Tommy K, the DJ, is
from jail. And then I'll look like a good guy. Yeah, I killed my friend, but I did it for views. I did it for the clout.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about intent.
It is. And I intend to have a good time killing you. Thanks, guys, for listening. We'll see you next week live.
5:30 Pacific.
Live from beautiful, sunny California.
7:30 Central and 8:30 Eastern.
Way to do that math, Manzi.
Yeah. Hey, I could have used his tutoring. All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Peace.
See ya.